right. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have 8 fun questions to get to know you a little bit better. Our first question is, what is your favorite sandwich?
Okay, so little fun fact, I'm Italian. And so actually, I like a meatless sandwich. My favorite growing up was tomato, mozzarella, and basil. So we also call it a caprese. I don't know if you have heard that term.
Hmm.
Little drizzle of olive oil, but like fresh, easy, simple. And I grow my own tomatoes in the backyard. So in the summer, that's definitely my favorite sandwich.
That sounds delicious. All right. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Yes. So I was a bit obsessed literally with Indiana Jones. And I wanted to be an archaeologist. It helped that my dad was an amateur archaeologist, and so he'd take me on his expeditions and things. So one summer I did a excavation camp in the Pompeii area, which is around where I grew up, and so I really wanted to be that. And I don't know why I'm not an archaeologist. That's a good question. Life takes you in different directions, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe in a next life.
Yes, exactly.
What's one source of information that you check every day?
Yes. Again, I think my European in me, I love BBC. So I check that as a source of news. And then I have sort of an aggregator for different news, like Feedly. I mean, I guess there's many of them, but BBC is my first one to go. And then there's like the aggregator, because that takes in different other sources of information. And I really enjoy getting different perspectives. Some of them are going to be Italian news sources, some of them are European, some of them are American. So just to mix and match and average out the truth. Yes,
That's great. And this is my favorite question. Cats or dogs?
dogs. I have one right here.
Oh,
There he
what's their
is.
name?
His name is Bosco, and he is a mutt, but he's an old guy. Yeah,
It's nice to have a buddy right by you.
exactly.
All right. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Yes. So before we got on the call, we were talking about my creative muscle. So I definitely think that's something that not only I love, doing and creating and all these things. I think the next one that kind of goes hand in hand is curiosity. So I'm like always have piles of books everywhere, reading this and that and whatnot. And last one, oh, it's a good question. Um, I love connecting people. So, making the introductions, and so very much a people person.
Nice. All right. What's your favorite thing to do in Atlanta?
Yes. So, you know how we were talking about my passion, archaeology and all that. So, when I have a chance and I'm on campus, I will go take a breaking walk at the Carlos Museum. I love, just immersing myself in, the collection and all the other stuff. And it's so great because it's right on campus. So that's definitely one of the things that I would say. I mean, and maybe if I had to pick something else on the weekends, I'm a big hiker, so I love going, there's so many amazing hikes in the area. So yeah.
Nice. What's the best advice that anyone's ever given to you?
Oh,
It's a tricky one.
um, I think if you had to say it in a way, it's almost shut up and listen. But I'm gonna soften it up a little bit, which is truly, ask more questions. My dad used to tell me all the time, you have 2 ears and one mouth. And so that's something that oftentimes we forget, and so I think again the whole part about listening truly is, I think, one of the best advice. I don't know if I ever listened to it. I keep reminding myself that that is a great piece of advice, that the more we can listen to others, the more we can learn, because we know what we know. right? Yeah, we don't know what others know. So I love that.
I like that. And your very last question, if you could have a superpower, what would you choose?
So I was talking about, I think all these passions come together. So because I love so much being curious and leading, languages is something that I'm very passionate about. So I would love to know all the languages of the world.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good one. We haven't had that one yet. That's great. Perfect. Well, folks, now you know Amelia a little bit better.